She doesn't seem too happy. Hello and welcome to the Modern Skein podcast. My name is Sharon Graff and I'm the owner of the Modern Skein.
And I'm Kaylee.
We still haven't come
up with anything.
No, we need to come up with something. And then of course we have shop mascot Surrey, who would just like to have some scritches and do her own thing. Just wants pets. That's what she wants. So, hello. Welcome. Yes, so if you have any good ideas for Kaylee's little intro, we need that. I'm trying to think. Yeah, we need some ideas. So, welcome to the podcast. Totally had a blank on how we start the podcast, but you know, it happens. I haven't had enough coffee, so grab your beverage. Do you drink coffee?
No, I'm not a coffee drinker.
How did I know that? Oh, gosh. Anyway, grab your coffee. You drink tea, though. I've seen you drink tea. Okay.
Yes, I'm a tea drinker.
Okay. That's fair. Okay. So, let's get started, shall we? Sorry, I'm going to have you move. You have covered my pants.
Come to me.
In cat hair.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
She's like, well, no. So, I do have a finished object. Ta-da! It's big. This is the Traveler Shawl by Andrea Mowry. This is the small version. And it's gorgeous. So, actually, the Traveler's Knit Along ends today, so it will have ended by the time this goes on YouTube. But the Traveler Shawl was a fun little knit along that we started around the holidays, and yeah, it's been real fun to see all of you guys doing it either with spin cycle or like myself doing it in more of a solid sport weight yarn. I did mine out of a yet to be released yarn that will be coming soon from Red Stag. The color is Brick Tavern, in case you are wondering, and the yarn is going to be coming out in end of March. It's got great stitch definition. It was a really fun knit, to be perfectly honest. I usually get bored with shawls, so this was a nice mix of not so boring that I didn't want to finish it, but also not so complicated that I felt like I couldn't social knit. I don't know. It was just a good shawl, and I think it's a good shape. So, it smells like my wool wash, which is good because I sat and knit at a friend's house by a campfire, and it smelled like campfire smoke, and I wasn't sure if I was going to get it out, but it did. So that is my finished object, the only finished object that I have.
I don't have any finished objects, but I am wearing a handmade sweater to make up for last week.
And I'm not.
So we kind of traded off.
Yes,
there
exactly. Exactly. Yes. Okay, so tell us about your sweater.
This is the, I'm blinking. Oh, it's the Just sweater by Loro Unico, which I'm probably pronouncing that completely wrong, but it was a free pattern. Oh. Very nice, classic, rolled, folded neckband, which I love folded neckbands, so it's really nice.
Yeah.
I can probably back up so you can see.
Yeah.
Very nice. I probably should have made the body a little bit longer, but it's nice. Nice little cropped.
That's cute.
Looks like it's tucked in, but I don't have to tuck it in, so it's nice.
There you go. Drop shoulder, which
yes.
is nice. Did you knit from the bottom up or top down?
No, it was top down. You knit, if I can remember correctly, you knit the back about down to the armholes, and then you pick up, knit the front, join it, and knit all the way down.
Perfect.
Very nice.
And people want to know what yarn you used.
This, we don't carry this yarn in the shop, but it's Lion Brand Scarfy, I think. It was gifted to me.
Okay.
So it's nice self-striping yarn. I think it's meant for scarves, but I had just enough for a sweater.
What's it, like a DK worsted-ish?
It's a heavy worsted, I think.
Heavy worsted, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Germantown would probably be, I mean, you're not going to get the striping effect, but Germantown would probably be a good substitute. Oh. I mean, if you really want to get that kind of effect, you could do Dream State.
Ooh, yeah.
I mean,
that'd be pretty.
Be gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Be a little expensive, but it'd be gorgeous. So yeah, I don't normally knit on the podcast, but you know, got another knit along to finish. So yeah, so why don't you tell us about what you're working on?
I still have the same 2 whips, but I'll show y'all. I'll start with my Tolsta. Ooh, it's a mess in here. All right. So
oh, that's looking so good.
I've got some stripes in there.
Yes.
It's coming out pretty cute. I am a little bit behind.
It's
a little bit, but
it's not too bad.
It's easy. It's a very, very fast. It's just stockinette. It'll be easy. But yeah, it's coming out really cute.
And you're using the Lenny.
Yes,
okay.
by SandnesGarn.
Perfect.
And something dusty green and pistachio.
I think it's dusty. It's either dusty olive green or dusty light green.
It's probably light. Dusty light green.
Yeah.
I might have.
And then, yeah, pistachio.
Yeah. I don't think I have the labels. But yeah, that's that.
Perfect.
I'll do my modifications. So I did the stripes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm doing the DK version.
How many stripes are on there? Or like, what is it? 4?
It's 4, 2, 4,
okay.
8.
Oh, okay.
So I did that mostly because I wasn't sure if I would have enough of the darker green. So I did thicker stripes, but
perfect.
That works. And then I did a folded neckband.
I like it.
Because you can tell, I love folded neckbands. So yeah.
Awesome. I feel like, I guess now, since we've had the what are we wearing debacle, I'm wearing a machine knit sweater that's very old that I think is either from the Gap or Banana Republic. I can't remember which, but it's very nice. And actually, I would knit myself something like this. Not nearly as fine a gauge, obviously, because I think that would take me piano wires to knit it that fine. But on my Ravelry Sharons style bundles under my favorites, there's the is it the Home Sweater by Paula Pereira or by Kadri? Could be either. Could be something. There's a V-neck sweater on there that is very similar that I would like to knit. So I'm working on my Tolsta tee. This is the front. This is the back. Okay, so that is mine. I did finish my sleeves already, so I basically just have the body to knit. And I'm basically going to go till I get close to running out of yarn. That's my last ball. I did 4 balls. I did steam this out a little bit. It looks so much better. I'm about, I think about 7 inches, maybe 8. Let me measure from my underarm. Yeah, I'm right about 8. And I typically like to do about 10 inches and then do ribbing. So we'll see. Once I get to 10 inches, I'll put it on and see if I want to knit it any longer, how much yarn I have left, all the things. But the modification that I did, I'm knitting the fingering weight version. And I did twisted rib, just the same amount of rows that she tells you, which is, I think, 10. So it's not folded, but it is twisted rib. And then I copied that detail on the sleeve. I also felt like once I split for sleeves that, and I haven't woven in my end, so I still have holes, that I had too much fabric for both the sleeve and the body. And so on the sleeve I did, because you're supposed to knit I think about a 1/2 inch, so I did 1, 2, 3 decreases every other row to bring my stitch count down. And I did the same 3 decreases but back to back immediately following to kind of tighten that in a little bit. Yeah, I don't think you're going to be able to tell really underneath the arm at all. So that is my Tolsta tee. The yarn is Camper by Kelbourne Woolens, which is the fingering weight version of Scout, and it is the colorway Pewter, which is this beautiful like sweatshirt gray color. It's going to be awesome. And hopefully by the next episode we will be wearing our Tolsta tees. So that's our goal. Obviously, if you're participating in our knit along, you have till the end of February, I think, is what we said. We had originally said February 10th, but that's cutting it really close for a lot of people. So, especially with all the shipping delays. Oh my gosh. Okay. Minor side note, side rant. If you do order from us, we do actually do fast shipping. Once it leaves our hands, though, it is in the hands of the United States Postal Service, unless you choose another shipping option, which you are welcome to. It is more expensive, so that's why we have them. You can pick your shipping method. However, if you just do a Google search of USPS Houston problems, apparently they are this month and the next, basically now in the next 3 months, they are switching over to this new style of sorting that they announced they were going to do back in 2021. So they got their facilities and the machinery and all the stuff. And apparently it's going fairly smoothly in other parts of the country, except in the Houston/Missouri City processing facility specifically. Packages go in and hopefully they come out in like 10 to 15 days. We don't know what happens, to be perfectly honest. I don't think they know what happens. I know we have senators and representatives trying to get people on the ball. I think it's an understaffing issue and then an equipment changeover issue. But just know that if your package says it's not sitting here in the shop. It's not, we promise. It is probably there, unfortunately. But you can always submit as the customer a missing mail request. It's a little bit tedious, to be perfectly honest. We can also submit it as the sender, but we have to wait so many business days. I think it's 14 business days before we can submit that. You can submit it earlier. And like I said, it's a bit tedious because you have to say what was in the package, who it's sent from, us, who it's sent to, you, fill out all your details and everything. But typically when a missing mail request gets submitted, the ticket, I'll say, is made and issued at the last known area. So if it is stuck in a processing facility, they get an alert to, hey, this package is missing, look for it. And a lot of times that is just the little nudge that they need to find that package, scan it, and get it going to where it's needed. It's unfortunate that we have to do that, but it is an option if you feel like your package is floating around in Never Never Land. So, I digress. Okay, why don't you go? Did you bring anything else?
I brought one more.
Okay.
Let's see.
I have two more.
My other one is... Ooh, what's going on? Is my Grace Note sweater, which I'm still working on the body, if it wants to come out. Okay. So, haven't gotten too much done since last time, but...
No, but you got a decent little, 5-6 inches past the armhole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's coming along.
That's super cute.
Uh-oh, the music stopped.
That was weird. Time's up. No. No, this is going to be a slightly shorter episode, purely because if y'all have been in the shop at all, you know we've had building issues, and I have to meet with the roofer in hopefully 18 minutes if he shows up on time. So we'll see. Okay. So I know. So this is the classic by, it's under Espace Tricot, but it's written by Melissa Clow and Mona Schmidt. music's back. That was weird. So I know it's really hard to see. It's a navy blue sweater. The neck here is twisted rib, kind of a mock turtleneck. And then the body, I have split, so you do a split hem. I did the back, you do about 4 and some odd inches, and then the front you do about, I think, 2.5 or something like that. So as I'm almost whacking Kaylee in the face with needles, I'm close to that being finished, and then I will pick up and knit the sleeves. I have enough yarn, I think, to do full-length sleeves, but I'm actually thinking I'm going to do, as you see, I always shove up my sleeves, probably going to do, like, I'll say long 3/4 or maybe even just bracelet length sleeves. I'm still undetermined exactly what I'm going to do, but I haven't done any other modifications. I've knit the body to the specified length. I did the twisted rib on the bottom here. To be perfectly honest, I need to steam this out. My bind off looks rather sloppy, and I'm not sure why. I may rip it out and do a tubular, because I do like that. That's why it doesn't look as nice. I love a good tubular or a sewn, Italian sewn bind off. Just looks so good. So I actually might do that. The yarn is Sonder Yarn Company's Sunday Morning DK, which is the colorway Close to You. It's a close call. Oh, I do have a belly band in here. Cover to cover. Totally different. It started with a C.
It starts with a C.
Yeah. So this is, I'm so excited for this. I want to wear this to England, to my knitting retreat.
Ooh.
I just think it'd be so cute. Like my boots, and I have a camel trench coat because it's going to be freezing and wet. And I just think that would be perfect for the 3-hour train ride I'm going to be on. So that is the classic. It is a free pattern. It is the classic. Yes, the classic. Free pattern on Ravelry. If you're looking for a classic sweater, it's a great option. There's a couple others that are similar but have different necklines as well. All from either Melissa, the former owner of Espace Tricot, one of the former owners, or the newer ones as well. Several just classic raglan sweaters that are free or very inexpensive patterns. I'll go ahead and go. The music cut off again. That is so weird. Okay. The only other thing I worked on, so I was finishing my traveler shawl, then furiously knitting on the Tolsta tee and the classic. I would knit on the classic until, like, we turn our lights down at night and everything, so it's moody in the house. So I can't work on a almost black sweater at night, I have noticed. If I'm sitting right next to the lamp, I can, but then I've been working on Tolsta tee. So anyway, I did over the weekend measure and get my body of my Nordiska to the length that I'm wanting, so much further past what the pattern calls for. I'm doing some modifications. I'm going to do a lot of modifications on this. It's fine. So I did go ahead and start like 3 rounds of the colorwork chart here at the bottom. I've steamed it out, took my measurements and everything. And I measured 5 inches from the underarm. So she has you knit 1 inch and begin the colorwork. The colorwork chart, she says, should be about 5.5 inches, including ribbing. That means that's a 6.5 inch sweater. I knit it the first time, not this, but my green Nordiska. And it looks cute until I raise my arms. And then it's no longer cute. So I am lengthening the body here. So this is 5 inches plus then 5.5. So I'll get my 10-ish inches. I also have a slight harebrained idea to slightly change the color order in the color work to end with, because it should according to the pattern, it'll go back to this color for the bottom ribbing. I'm actually thinking of ending it in black ribbing. I just think that would be kind of cool. And then I decided, because I don't want to do the decreases that are in the chart for the sleeve, and also the chart for the sleeve is not the same pattern that is on the body. It's wildly different. So I'm actually thinking of doing the math, knitting a full-length sleeve, and then turning the body chart into the sleeve chart, because there's no decreases. I'll just have to change the repeat amount to fit the circumference of the sleeve, and then again end with the black ribbing, because, you know, dirt and cuffs and everything else. So there's going to be some math in my future with this, but I think it would be really cool.
That'll be nice, yeah.
Yeah. I got the idea to modify it from Inga of the Knitting Traditions podcast. Several years ago, she made a Nordiska, and I don't know that she modified the bottom color work. I can't remember that, but I know she heavily modified the sleeves. She didn't want that taper. She wanted full-length sleeve. She wanted a straight sleeve. And so she did a very similar thing to what I'm doing. So my yarn is Les Garçons British DK. Nope, not at all. I do this every time. BFL sock, fingering weight BFL sock. So it's 80% BFL, 20% nylon. This is the colorways Emma Stone, Moira's Black Rose, and then my other colorwork color. It's so good. Vincent's Highland Coup. This will be so good. I suppose I might be able to finish this as well. I mean, I'm going to a knitting retreat, so I should wear nothing but knits, right? And it's in England. It'll be cold. So, that's everything that I brought. I think that's everything Kaylee brought. So, real quick, because like I said, it's a short, sweet little update episode. We do have a new knit along starting. It's actually a knit and crochet along, make along, and it will start February 10th. All the details are on our website. It's called the Beanie Along, and we have 4 hat patterns: the hipster hat and the Stockholm hat for our knit patterns to choose from Petite Knit, and then let me see if I can get this right, the Easy Breezy Ribbed Beanie by the Turtle Trunk as a crochet pattern, and that's definitely beginner crochet friendly. And then we have the Hooked Brioche hat by Anna Ardlinson. Probably just butchered that, but all the details are on our website. Patterns you purchase on Ravelry. The Easy Breezy Ribbed Beanie has a free version on her blog if you don't want to pay for the pattern and have it put in your Ravelry library. The rest are paid for patterns using either DK or worsted weight yarn. Again, we're going to start on February 5th and go through March 2nd. It's just a little palette cleanser hat project, and I think it'll be really fun. We've already got quite a few guys joining in. We also have an IG chat group that we have, so if you are interested, go over to Instagram and send us a message saying you'd like to be added, and we'll get you added to that group. You can always find what knit-alongs that we are running and hosting on our website. We have several more in the works, one of which is going to be a cardigan knit-along, probably starting sometime in, I'll say, like mid to late March or maybe 1st of April. Haven't quite decided. And yeah, cardigan knit-along. I think that'll be fun. And then we're always, as always, hosting our plant-based knit-along starting in May. So if you are looking forward to using any plant-based yarns that we offer in the shop, the plant-based knit-along will start in May. And we're going to bring back the crochet make-along in the month of July as well. So lots of things on the radar. Of course, if you are in the area, February 6th, come on by the shop and meet Natalie of the Knitty Natty podcast in person. She and her husband will be here filming and then participating in a sit and stitch on Tuesday afternoon here in the shop, so don't want to miss out on that opportunity to meet her, have your photo taken and just get to ask her all the questions about their RV life and knitting all across the United States, which is super fun. What else? What else? Oh, save the date. We have officially locked down our store anniversary dates. It has been a whirlwind trying to get the dates marked down. No, that is not the roofer. Okay, I thought I was gonna have to wrap this up really quick. But it's going to be March 22nd and 23rd, if that is the Friday and Saturday. It's not the last weekend, it's the second to last weekend of March, which will also coincide with 3 new yarn brands into the shop, and we are still working on confirming a trunk show for those dates as well. So the new yarn brands will be like permanent brands in the shop, which is so exciting. And then, like I said, trunk show, and of course lots of fun and some sort of sweet treat. I don't know if we're gonna do cakes, cupcakes, brownies, what we're gonna do, but we'll do something. So mark your calendars for that date. I think that's about it, guys. So thanks so much for tuning in. We hope you enjoy this episode. And I do want to say, I know there's quite a few new viewers because of our mention from Thread and Maple. So thank you if you are joining us from seeing about our podcast on the Thread and Maple post. And hope you have enjoyed the episode. And if you do, please give us a like and subscribe. And thank you to all of our returning viewers. And we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.